Second cut done at St. Andrews. Fixing to head to the next one, hopefully before it rains. Ooh, man. Had just a quick little story for y'all. So typically the season here starts in first or second week of March, depending on the weather, but sometimes you're mowing in February, even some cuts in January, depending on the weather and how warm things are. And we had kind of a mild winter this year, so every year is different. But typically, I reach out to people in January, February, and some of them need their grass cut, and out fell the phone, and we get it done for them. Well, one particular client I reached out to back in February. This phone's not gonna stay up, is it? Stupid. But anyway, I said, hey, I'm coming out to mow. I got you down. It looks like you got some weeds. I'd driven by the property a few times, and of course, stupid. All right. So anyway, she says, "Oh, I can't pay you right now. Can't do it. I've been out of work." Something like that. Something along those lines, And she follows up with, "I hope it's not overgrown in March." Which, if you know, I'm thinking I've been mowing this yard for like 3 years. I know it's going to be overgrown in March. Well, thing is, here it's March. We've had rain. I've had days where I couldn't do anything just because of the weather, and I'm behind. So she reaches out to me, "Hey, can you come mow the grass?" And drive by, and sure enough, it's a jungle out front. And I know how fast the back grows. I know the back is going to be insanely tall. And given that I'm behind and I'm fighting more rain, this week and some into next week, I got to tell her no. Unfortunately, I'd say, "I'm sorry. I can't cut your lawn in its overgrown state. Once it's under control, next month or so, I can get it on the schedule again once it's not a jungle. But I don't have time. I simply don't have 2 hours to dedicate to this yard." And it's true. I don't have the time to spend doing an overgrown cleanup job like that. But also, more than that, not to mention, I'm still, since the Vantage is still down, I'm waiting on those parts to come in. LSM still hasn't gotten me them parts yet. I'm waiting on them parts to come in, so I'm only relying on the grandstand to do all the mowing. And, that includes the larger properties I have, like St. Andrews that I just left. So, you got to thinking about it, like, what were to happen, say, if I take this overgrown cleanup yard, overgrown property? What if I charge, $150, $200, something like that? What does it matter? If my mower breaks doing that yard, I don't have a backup. I'm using my backup, It puts you in a situation where you're fighting battles you don't need to fight. You're putting yourself in situations you don't need to be put in. So, I had to tell her, "No, I'm sorry, I can't mow your property in its present shape." Now, when you're respectful of your time, sometimes people understand. Sometimes people are okay with that, and they'd say, "Okay, yeah." So basically, she ended up saying, "Oh, okay, that's great. I'm gonna reach out to so-and-so. Are you okay with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I'm okay with that. I don't care if somebody comes in and cleans up the job. It's not about the money right now. It's about the time." And so tell her, "Yeah, you go ahead and reach out to that other lawn guy. Let him cut it for the overgrown cut." And then she comes back saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm moving. I'd like you to do my new house, new property." Great. Take a look at that. Hopefully it won't be as nasty of a property. But we'll see. So, yeah, that's just a little story I had for this week. Kind of a reminder that, you got to be respectful of your time. You only have a limited amount of time. You can't create time out of thin air. Time is the one the one variable, the one resource you can't create more of. You only have a finite amount. You don't know how much you have ultimately, because, you know, one day we're all going to leave this place and we're all going to die and, you know, stand before our Creator and be judged. You know, that's what I believe. But if you don't believe that, that's fine. But that's what I believe. We're going to all leave this earth and go to another realm, another reality. But for right here and right now, we don't have unlimited time. So make the most of your time and, you know, do what you can do. So that is my sermon for the day. Going here to do a few more jobs. I got to stop by Home Depot first, pick up some more trash bags. I'm very partial to the Home Depot brand trash bags. I find their clear drum liners to be the best, by far the best trash bags I've ever used for lawn and leaf work. And I got to do those. I got to run by another property, check that out, see if it's grown up yet enough to cut. If so, we're going to knock it out. Then we're going to Mercer Crossing to knock out our Mercer 6 over there, the Mercer 6 as they're called. Then we're going to, by that time it'll be lunchtime, we're going to go this afternoon, if it's not raining, hopefully try to get caught back up, because we're about a week behind on maintenance yards. So anyway, that's what we're doing.